Hey everybody, it's Anakinnnn with TGN, and you know what? It is time for Modern Warfare 3. You know, we've been waiting on this thing forever. It seems like we've been seeing all the marketing footage, all of the information out there just trickling out over the last few months, and finally it's here. This is my very first game in it. The first full game. Let me make sure I'm clear on that. I did get thrown into a game that was in progress, but this is my very first full game. And as tradition holds, based on all of my other Modern Warfare 2 footage and my Black Ops footage, I always start off with a good free-for-all game. You know, that's one of the game modes I prefer. If you guys follow my channel or if you've been following me here at TGN, I love a good free-for-all match. So this map, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm looking all around, trying to figure out what in the world's going on. And first impressions, let's talk about it just a second here. You know, there's no doubt, okay, there is no doubt that this is exactly the same engine. There's almost no modification whatsoever, it seems, to Modern Warfare 2. And you know what? I'm actually, you know, blame me for the lack of innovation out here in the gaming industry, but I'll tell you what, I am from the firm belief that if it's not broke, don't fix it. I repeatedly stated in my podcast as well as in various Modern Warfare 2 videos that I will be perfectly happy if I get Modern Warfare 2.5. And you know what? I have no shame in saying that is exactly what this is. You know, the perks, the game modes, the game engine, the sound engine, the hit detection, all of these things, if you played and loved either Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare or Modern Warfare 2, you will feel right at home. They did no changes, and you know, if anything, my very first impression was, you know, if there is such a thing, I don't know if my mind's playing tricks on me. I've been playing Modern Warfare 2 a lot, okay, before up to this. The thing is, this feels even tighter than the rest of the Quake 3 based Modern Warfare games. So I don't know what they've done. It looks like they've eked out every little inch of performance. The frame rate is unbelievable. It never drops for a second, it seems. It looks like a very, very smooth 60 frames per second on the Xbox. And you know, the thing is that's what, you know, that's what made this game such an arena-style combat game, is because it was so fast-paced. And you know, in Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty 4 for that matter, there was a couple of moments where, you know, the game engine would kind of slow down just a little bit. You know, you know, during things like the napalm and some of the you know, crazy effects, you know, you'd see a dip in frame rate just a little bit on the Xbox. And but it seems this time they've basically done away with some of the extra super duper graphical explosions and stuff. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. You know, a lot of us that play Call of Duty, we don't need the extra graphical things. Oh, by the way, this is my first encounter. Hang on, I gotta stop. This is my first encounter with one of these. And this other guy came up behind it too, and he was like, "What?" I shoot him while that thing's trying to kill me. Anyway, I I hadn't seen that before. It was really interesting. So anyway, the thing is, in Call of Duty, you know, it's not even really about the graphics. Although, again, the graphics are gorgeous in this. You know, of course, as gorgeous as Modern Warfare 2 was, which I have no problem with. The thing is about the Call of Duty franchises, it's just so fast-paced. And it's something that I think is, you know, it speaks to the community. That's why the Call of Duty franchise is selling, you know, tens of millions of copies of these games. You know, there's been talk, a lot of people here and there that, you know, they're upset at the lack of innovation in the series or whatever. But I'm telling you, this is one of those that, you know, I am perfectly fine. I wanted more of it. And that's exactly what they gave me. They gave me more guns, more maps, you know, more game modes, but they kept the engine, you know, the same, which is exactly what worked. And I have no issues with that at this point. You know, they could have gave it a graphical overhaul, and then they could have, you know, done all these new, you know, networking code for hit detection. Forget all that. Forget all that. I am, you know, I wanted exactly this. So let me tell you, count Anakinnnn in the camp of I am very, very pleased with my initial impressions. I haven't done any of the new game modes. I haven't decided what guns I'm going to like or anything like that. Obviously, this is you know, the literally first impression. I haven't played the game at all. I watched a couple of live streams over the weekend of people who had the game early. But beyond that, you know, you're watching me play this for the first time. And I'm telling you, I feel right at home. You know, I've been playing Modern Warfare 2 instead of Black Ops. And I'll tell you, too, Black Ops, if you guys are coming from a Black Ops only background, you know, those of you who maybe found the Call of Duty franchise with Black Ops, or maybe those of you that are actually, you know, that prefer the Treyarch feel of the Call of Duty franchise, let me tell you, gang, you're probably going to have some time to adjust a little bit. And you know, the difference between Infinity Ward and Call of Duty, I'm telling you, you know, we don't have to get into that. Obviously, that's a huge a fan war between the two. You know, some people do prefer Treyarch. I personally do not. I prefer the Infinity Ward feel. You know, that they're a lot more. They use the Quake 3 engine a lot more as a base kernel. And you know, I used to play Quake 3. Quake 3 Arena was one of my favorite first-person shooters on the PC. And you know, it's very responsive, and that's why I've always loved the Call of Duty franchise, because basically it's just you know, for the most part, new skins and new game modes in Quake 3, which I'm perfectly fine with once again. And you know, this is actually contradictory to me, because my normal thoughts, because usually I'm all about innovation. You know, I have talked about this in the podcast. I've talked about it in other videos prior to this. I love all kinds of new things. I want people to create new intellectual property out there. But when it comes to Call of Duty, I am perfectly fine with more of the same on this one. So, you know, I got to make an exception here. Anyway, here we go. Looks like my very first free-for-all full game here. I pulled it out, 30-16, I think. And as always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time.